Graduates and guests, if you are able, please stand. Please be seated.
I declare this congregation for the conferment of degrees open. Good morning. Welcome to faculty, families and friends, and above all, members of the class of 2025. I'm Chancellor Wendy Beadlestone. It gives me tremendous pleasure to preside over your degree ceremony today here in Liverpool's iconic Philharmonic Hall. You are graduating today from an esteemed Russell Group University, the original red brick university, home of bold thinkers and an anchor institution in the great city of Liverpool for nearly 150 years. This celebration marks the completion of your degree, but it also honors a much larger journey, a journey of questions and curiosity, of late-night studying, early morning lectures, group projects that tested your patience, and discoveries that sparked your passion. Today, I want us to focus on a phrase, the university's mission statement. That phrase states what the university exemplifies. It is the advancement of learning and the ennoblement of life. The words are chiseled onto the side of the Victoria Building on the Brownlow Hill side. You probably walked by them 1,000 times, but perhaps you have not paused and considered their meaning. Advancement of learning, ennoblement of life. Why were those words chosen in the first place? When the University of Liverpool received its Royal Charter in 1903, this mission wasn't just poetic rhetoric. It was a considered declaration of intent. At a time when access to education was for the elite few, the founders of this university believed knowledge should be used not just to improve minds, but to elevate humanity. This wasn't learning for learning's sake. It was learning with purpose, learning that uplifts, that enlightens, and that equips. In the decades that followed, Liverpool became a beacon of innovation and impact. We're not just talking about academic excellence, though there is plenty of that. We're talking about transformation. Over the years, 9 individuals associated with this university, professors, alumni, researchers, have received the Nobel Prize. 9. That's 9 times this community has been recognized for how it has helped shift the trajectory of the world. From Sir Ronald Ross, who discovered how malaria is spread, to Rodney Porter, whose work revealed the structure of antibodies and revolutionized immunology. These weren't just academic breakthroughs. They were lifelines. They were answers to some of the world's toughest questions and gifts to humanity. But here's what is remarkable. Those achievements were not acts of solitary genius. They emerged from a petri dish, a Liverpool University culture of unceasing curiosity, research, and collaboration. Now, you may be wondering what all this means to you, graduates of the digital age, members of Generation Z. I understand they're calling you Zoomers now. You've grown up in a time of global crisis and global connections. You've been shaped by both pandemic lockdowns and climate marches, by TikTok trends and political reckonings. You are the most connected, most informed, most values-driven generation in recent memory. You don't just want jobs, you want impact. You don't just care about success, you care about sustainability, about equity, about meaning. And that's exactly why the mission statement of this university still resonates. Because the advancement of learning isn't just about classes, research, exams. It's about having the wherewithal to navigate complexity, to examine assumptions, and build something finer. As for the ennoblement of life, that's about more than just living well. It's about making life better for yourself, for your friends, your families, your communities, for people you may never meet. And let's pause for a while now here to celebrate those people who have made life better for you, who have given you the tools to build a better life. To get to this moment, you have not been alone. You have been supported by your university community, the faculty members who have taught you, the folks who run our libraries, sports, accommodation, and other campus facilities, the Guild of Students, your friends, your flatmates and classmates with whom you have shared ideas, questions, successes, troubles, and other highs and lows along the way. Cheering you on from the sidelines have been your guests in the balcony. Loved ones who have provided support in so many ways throughout your life. Right now, they are bursting with pride for your achievement. Find a quiet moment today to say thank you. It will mean a world to them. And as I look out into the auditorium today, I am reminded of my own graduation with a degree in philosophy from the university in 1984. The ceremony has remained largely unchanged. Just like then, today the procession into the hall was led by the Esquire Bedell. That's the gentleman in the blue robe, whose job it is to bear Liverpool University's ceremonial mace, and who does so with pride and with grace. The mace, symbol of authority and integrity, represents the power of tradition. It holds us fast to a strong and steadfast pledge that knowledge matters, that the independence and the authority of academic institutions matter, that the pursuit of truth still holds weight in an age of misinformation and noise. It reminds us of the values of this university: truth, wisdom, justice, and hope, that learning is a privilege, one which burdens you, which burdens me, with the responsibility of paying forward to others our well-earned knowledge. Now let me be clear, this won't always be easy. The world you are stepping into is facing some of its greatest challenges. Environmental instability, inequality, artificial intelligence, disinformation, mental health crisis. The list is long. But you have means available like no generation before you. You are digital natives who understand networks and narratives. You know that empathy and authenticity are not weaknesses, but strengths. Your challenge is what to do, how to bring that knowledge and that understanding in a meaningful and respectful manner into traditional power structures that may be resistant to change. As you go forward in life and in work, you will need to actively listen to other viewpoints, accepting that we all have different personal experiences, values, and beliefs. You will sometimes need to compromise and change how you feel about a problem or a question. You will always need to work with others, finding solutions and putting those into practices. Commit to listening as well as speaking. Dedicate yourself to working with others. Remember that tact and diplomacy go hand in hand with confidence and assertiveness. Carry on pushing for answers to solve the world's biggest and its smallest problems. Never underestimate your power. You don't have to aim to be the next Nobel laureate, though if that's what you want to do and that floats your boat, go for it. But strive to be the person who makes a difference in the way only you can. In your field, in your community, in your life, in your way. Be bold enough to ask difficult questions. Be humble enough to listen. Be courageous enough to care. You are graduates of our esteemed faculties of Health and Life Sciences and Humanities and Social Sciences, scholars of Infection, Veterinary and Ecological Sciences, Communications and Media and Music, and the academics who have taught you are world leaders in their fields. The Institute of Infection, Veterinary and Ecological Sciences research into infectious diseases in both people and animals spans all scales, from the gene to the population. A leading center for research into emerging diseases, the Institute is changing lives across the world. Researchers from the Institute are currently undertaking the first human clinical trial of a novel Zika vaccine. It is hoped that the Liverpool vaccine, designed to be suitable for use during pregnancy, will generate highly protective and long-lasting immunity. If successful, the new trial could lead to a major breakthrough in tackling the virus. The academic year marked the 120th anniversary of our School of Veterinary Science. Over the years, it has built a reputation as one of the best veterinary schools in the world, delivering world firsts. One such example saw the Leahurst Equine Hospital working together with Knowsley Safari early this year to conduct an ultra-rare veterinary procedure. A team of vets carried out a groundbreaking veterinary treatment to help heal southern white rhinoceroses Amara's broken leg. And not only am I reading this because someone has told me, but I met the mother of one of the vet students who was there with the rhinoceros as the procedure was happening. In the Department of Communications and Media, the Digital Media and Society Institute brings together researchers from a range of disciplines to explore the role and impact of digital media in society today. With an unprecedented concentration of power and knowledge in the hands of relatively few big tech companies, colleagues in the Institute are working to leverage the benefits and mitigate the risks of digital media for academia and policy, industry, and civil society. Colleagues from the department have also been instrumental in the development of a minimum digital living standard, which sets out a national benchmark for what UK households need to feel digitally included in 2025. The report, designed to inform government policies, public service, telecommunications regulation, and local delivery, is making a vital contribution to ensuring all are included in an ever more digital society. There's been much to celebrate in music too, where students continue to benefit from our fantastic Yoko Ono Lennon Center, with a chance to gain invaluable experience learning and performing in our state-of-the-art, acoustically optimized Tongue Auditorium. Meanwhile, in January, an exciting collaboration between the Department of Music and the Department of Geography and Planning used music to highlight the very real issue of air quality. As part of a special event between the University, Liverpool City Council, Alder Hey Children's Hospital, and the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra to mark Clean Air Night, music students performed a unique piece of music written using AI and inspired by local air quality data. Today, you join our incredible global alumni community of over 270,000 people spanning 171 countries. They, and now you, are the university's greatest ambassadors. The achievements of our alumni have echoed to our benefit, as yours will too. We hope you will return to the university and stay in touch with us as your career progresses, sharing the rest of your story with us and with future students. As we close today, I leave you with this thought. Take what you have learned about your discipline, yes, but also about yourself, and use it. Use it to advance learning in whatever form it takes. Use it to ennoble the lives of those around you. And remember, the degree you receive today is not just an ending, it's an invitation. It's an invitation to be part of a legacy that stretches from the past, lives in the moment, and reaches into a future you will help shape. Graduates of the University of Liverpool, class of 2025, the world is waiting, and you are ready. Thank you and congratulations. I now invite Professor Paul Lund, Dean of the School of Veterinary Science, to present graduates from the school for admission to their degree.
Today, we will celebrate many new graduates from the School of Veterinary Science and our institute. I'd like to tell you about one of them. 30 years ago, a veterinary student called Claire Harrison had successfully completed 3 years of the veterinary program when she tragically lost her life competing in the sport she loved, horse riding. Claire's family established an endowment in her memory to support veterinary students experiencing financial hardship, and 30 years later, the Claire Harrison Memorial Fund continues to provide up to £50,000 a year to support our students. And Claire's father, Roger, continues to participate actively in funding decisions and financially support the program. Today we will award Claire the bachelor's degree she richly deserves for her academic accomplishments and thank her family for their continued support of our students. Roger Harrison is with us in the audience. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor in Philosophy in this university, Taufer Abdulrahman A. Al-Shuhaytan. Dan Binches. Shona Bloodworth. Yuye Tsai. Daniel Paul Carter. Alice Sheila Clark. Jacob Aubrey Cohen. Tessa Rose Cornell. Aya Zayan Latifa Ama Donovan Banfield. Bayan Salem M. Falata. Hazel Natasha Farthing. Hannah Ruth Goldswain. Emily Sarah Herschel Kelly. Samantha Violette Humphreys. Claire Rebecca Jones. April Lily Lawson. Louis Charles Edward Mason. Daniel Francesco Mega. Farah Mughal. Ryan Nolan. Madeline Elizabeth Noel. Victoria Orr. Peregrine T. Rothman Ostro. Ivo Joel Saguero Fens. Jeremy James Schofield. David Thomas Scott. And Fridolin Bunau Sisson. Degree of Master of Science, Veterinary Physiotherapy, Molly Robinson. And Veterinary Professional Studies, Christopher Michael Allen. Chancellor, I now present to you the following who have been awarded a postgraduate certificate in this university. Veterinary Professional Studies. Caroline Helen Cora. Hannah Kathleen Darby. Madeline Helen Rose Evans. Samuel James Hornsey. Malin Rebecca Hughes. Sinead Murray. Zoe Rebecca Minot. Hannah Victoria Phillips. Ursula Joanna Rezutek. Alyssa Seymour Murphy. Jack Matthew Stanton. And Paulina Wright. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Veterinary Conservation Medicine, intercalated, Lucy Becker. Isabel Day. Isabel Harris. And Nev Power. Degree of Bachelor of Veterinary Science, Jodie Elizabeth Ainster. Matilda May Arden. Evelyn Argyle. Thea Atha. Amelia May Every. Sophie Baker. Hayley Ann Louise Bamford. Emma Catherine Bear. Olivia Faye Benner. Jennifer Bland. Calypso Lucia Brezen. Amy Alice Elizabeth Brewer. Hannah Broderick. Beatrice Brawley. Caitlin Emma Brooke. Megan Brown. Stephanie Louise Carr. Jessica Philippa Carter. Anna Chartreuse. Gemma Emily Chinnock. Tessa Paige Clowes. Megan Elizabeth Codling. Alice Coleman. Erin Coley. Martha Collins. Lily Zara Korkchi. Fiona Corrick. Daniel Costello. Shauna Mary Creamer. Alice Sophie Cudahy. Amelia Grace Davis. Sophie Marie Davis. Chloe Antonia Deakin. William Dean Gant. Sophie Dice Horton. Leah Myrtle Dodds. Aoife Doyle. Ellie Claire Dudson. Farah Jade Edwards. Gethin Cadvan Edwards. Imogen Edwards. Victoria Grace Elsmore. Emily Patricia Evans. Noah Jack Frankland. Chloe Garment. Chloe Elizabeth Gathergood. Owain Lewis Gibbon. Isabel Rose Gooding. Shauna Louise Gorst. Ella Grant. Fiona Mary Grant. Anna Gray. Jared Martin Green. Olivia Green. Charlotte Greer. Emily Elizabeth Gunane. Emily Gunning. Emily Hall. Josephine Hamilton. Alice Hardy. Jessica Donna Harrop. Lydia Jane Hart. Ellen Hawke. Benjamin Jack Hayes. Eiley Elizabeth Hendrickson. Edward William Henson. Catherine Elizabeth Hewitt. Beth Hickling. Ellie Hills. Sophie May Hipgrave. Alice Jennifer Hodges. Charlotte Hopwood. Rebecca Sky House. Holly April Howard Fagan. Elizabeth Caitlin Amy Howes. Magdalena Hubbard Perez. Emily Jackson. Mika Dot Jeffrey. Caitlin Jones. Holly Jones. Rianne Jones. William John Jones. Alexandra Kafala. Henry Kendall. Elizabeth Grace Kenyon. Grace King. Isabel Grace Lawson. Bryony Lee. Amelie Coral Lewis. Sally Ann Livesey. Laura Margaret Luman. Robin Amy Lynn. Alida Janet MacDonald. Hetty McFarlane. Christina Margaret Mackenzie. Jonathan William Mann. Max Andrew Stewart Marsden. Norianne Louise Euphrase Martin. Anna Pauline Maxwell. Leah Joy Maxwell. Philip May. Tamsin Elise Lorna McClung. Sarah Ann McWilliams. Alexander Elliot Thomas Meredith. Elizabeth Miller. Rebecca Ann Mitchell. Matthew James Morgan. Jennifer Louise Morford. Daisy Morrish. Molly Mort. Lucy Murchison. Alicia Ruth Ann Murphy. Ryan David Neal. Molly Nightingale. Ash Maureen O'Hagan. Emily Jean Pace. Eleanor Alice Pape. Olivia Jane Parker. Amy Parry. Kate Rebecca Pedley. Daisy Clementine Pennycook. Amy Phillips. Grace Eleanor Phillips. Harry Sam Homer. Rosie Powley. Lily Rose Randall. Emily Ann Rogers. Benjamin Rowlett McCormick. James Ryan. Michaela Maria Saul. Kate Sarah Samuel. Catherine Louise Saunders. Emma Louise Selwood. Hannah Louise Shanks Boone. Eleanor Rose Shepherd. Lucy Ann Shepherd. Rosie Sheridan. Gabrielle Megan Scheel. Reed Lambert Shrubsole. Kate Amelia Silcock. Catherine Slade. Grace Smallwood. Isabel Starkey. Catherine Thomas Lee. Christina Iris Sheila Daniela Trainer. Alexandra Tunnicliffe. Gabia Vencefaciuti. Abigail Katie Wakeman. Fiona Wallbank. Heather Ward. Carlota Watson. Troy Watson. Charlotte May Wells. Rebecca White. Morgan Danuta Penny Whiteford. Sarah Elizabeth Whiting. Alicia Ann Louisa Williams. Melissa Haley Williams. Emma Grace Willets. Charlotte Winrow. Ruth Eleanor Wormersley. Melissa Jane Wright. And Alexander Michael Wiley. Chancellor. In the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences, I would like to posthumously present to you for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in this university, Animal Science, Claire Suzanne Harrison.
I now invite the public orator, Professor Sally Sheard, to present the honorary graduate, Levi Tafari, for admission to their degree.
Chancellor. Born and raised in Liverpool by Jamaican parents, Levi Tafari is one of the city's best-known dub poets, playwrights and performers. Growing up in Toxteth in the 1960s and 1970s, Levi recognised he could draw on multiple strengths: his African Ghanaian roots, his Caribbean heritage, and his British experience. These have had a strong influence on shaping his art form. In his teenage years, he became known for being a sharp, lyrical observer as he regularly verbalized on the many sound systems in his local community. His parents were skilled storytellers and instilled in him the value of language to shape cultural identities, especially through drawing on oral histories. After leaving school, Levi attended Catering College, where he studied French classical cuisine, and he graduated with distinction. He worked in the university's catering team in the 1980s before taking up poetry as a profession. Liverpool in the early 1980s was a hub for creativity, and a performance poetry explosion was happening across Britain. Alongside working in catering, Levi attended the Liverpool 8 Writers' Group. He was aware of how black people had had a long but often marginalised part in Liverpool's history, and of their poor treatment by those in authority. He realised that his mission was to reach a wider audience, especially to correct the negative press that this community and the wider Rastafarian movement was receiving. Levi was dubbed a crucial, rhythmic, poetic, conscious-raised and urban griot by his fellow poet, Benjamin Zephaniah. He set about bringing his unique sound to theatres, schools, colleges, universities and prisons here and overseas, running creative writing workshops to inspire a new generation of performance poets. He is an advocate for the power of poetry and creativity, often working with the British Council, and he's toured widely, including the Czech Republic, Jordan, Portugal, Germany, and Singapore. In 1997, the BBC's Everyman programme commissioned The Road to Zion, following Levi on his first trip to Ethiopia, which is seen as the Holy Land by members of the Rastafarian movement. Since the 1980s, Levi has published 5 collections of poetry and written several plays. Among his many accolades, Levi has been writer-in-residence at Charles University Prague, at our own management school. He spent 2 seasons here as poet-in-residence with the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra. He's appeared at our Liverpool Literary Festival, and his materials are used widely in schools and universities worldwide. In 2023, Levi received a Citizen of Honour Award from Liverpool City Council. This recognises individuals who have made a significant, exceptional, or unique contribution to enrich the image of the city. He is one of our most inspirational ambassadors, sharing a positive image of the city through his global travels, demonstrating that words in all rhythms and formats have a power to shape communities and to change society. Chancellor, in the name of the Council and the Senate of this university, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor of Letters Honoris Causa in this university, Levi Tafari.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Letters Honoris Causa in this university. It gives me great pleasure now to invite Dr. Levi Tafari to address this congregation.
Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, fellow creatives and scholars, good morning. I am honored to stand here today before you to receive this honorary doctorate of letters, for which I am deeply humbled and profoundly moved. I was born in Liverpool to parents from Jamaica with an African ancestry and describe myself as tricultural, which doesn't mean I will try anybody's culture, but it means that I have African roots with Jamaican heritage and a British experience. Growing up, I came to understand the value of community, the strength of resistance, the power of expression. I was always taught by my parents to follow truth, voice, and purpose. My writing and poetic journey evolved organically by putting pen to paper to channel my thoughts and to give life to my experiences and struggles as a Black youth. Poetry became a route to celebrate my identity and to make sense of a world that didn't always allow for voices like mine. It gave me and continues to give me power, purpose, and a platform to heal and to be heard, as well as to enlighten and to educate. Initially, my words were my private thoughts and a personal understanding of living on the margins of society. Subsequently, I created a series of anthologies which took me across from the globe, from Africa to Asia, the Americas to the Caribbean, also to Europe and the Middle East, using words to uplift, empower, and to inspire. For me, dub poetry isn't just an art form, it is life, it is culture and liberation. It is a way of saying we are here, we matter, we belong. Now, if I may, I would like to share with you a piece I wrote that can be found inscribed on Jamaica Street to inspire and motivate future generations, both creatives and academics. People have ideas on how this life should be, so when you travel life's road, move carefully. Fulfill your ambitions, whatever they are, with the right attitude, you will go far. Believe you can achieve as time passes by. Find your space on this earth and then rise high. The right state of mind will obtain your goals. Express yourself, mind, body, and soul. One minute. I wasn't expecting that, but thank you very much. So these words have carried me through life and served as a reminder that success is about finding your path, your strength, and your way of staying true to yourself whilst uplifting others as you rise. So thank you to the University of Liverpool, to my family, especially my late parents, and my community for supporting me. This honor is not just mine, but it belongs to everybody who dares to speak, create, and rise. Honor and respect, one love, thank you. I remain Levi Tafari. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tafari. I now invite Professor Peter Buist, Dean of the School of the Arts, to present graduates from the school for admission to their degrees.
Good morning, everyone, graduands, guests, and faculty. Before I start, I'd like to offer a warm Liverpool welcome from all of us in the School of the Arts, and a big congratulations to all of you crossing the stage today. We're very proud of all of you. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor in Philosophy in this university, Rachel Louise Drury. Changbo Duan. Taran Joseph Harris. Xiao Xiao Ho. Uzma Karam. Asma Karam. And Yushui Xuan Wang. Degree of Master of Arts, The Beatles, Music Industry and Heritage, Helen Sophia Roberta Body. Degree of Master of Science, Data Science and Communication, Shaj Stefan Rosario. Degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honors, Communication and Business Studies, Rosie Butler. Madeline Scarlett Fisher. Franziska Myrtle. Communication and Media, Delal Al-Mumin. Mofiyin Folua Alomaja. Molly Bacon. Ellen Baines. Raja Balkish Binti Raja Balkish Arifadila. Nadia Bateman. Madeline Buse. Lucy Bilby. Sophie Bleakley. Charlotte Booth. Carwyn Bowen. George Brown. Madison Burton. Archie John Francis Keynes. Holly Caldecott. Holly Cantelow. Brogan Odette Charlton Jones. Xiaotong Chun. Layla Shute. Abigail Dare. Daisy David. Nell Dixon Pybus. Daisy Dunkeld. Eve Ganpat Singh. Daniel Benjamin Maximus Gilbert. Imogen Grace. Victoria Willow Graham. Alexander Grant. Martha Gregory. Susan Grindley. Joshua Hamer. Elizabeth Hervey. Lily Hurst. Francesca Hunter. Jude Hunter. Gabriela Johnson Hall y Vasconcelos. Divyanshi Kazwani. Olivia King. Rachel Kinza. Angharad Lewis. Phoebe Malcher. Kate Mason. Esther McCulloch. Megan McDonough. Grace Miller. Tallulah Mohabir. Leah Moore. Bronna Mullen. Lauren Nance Kibble. Amber Ollett. Jake Oliver Park. Alice Parker. Alice Parkinson. Jessica Parton. Millie Pasley. Rebecca Paul. Mia Fizakli. Sophia Powell-Jones. Sophie Power. Jiwei Chumu. Olivia Roll. Charlotte Roberts. Talia Savage. Carrie Sawyer. Sorry, apologies. Lucy Sawbridge. Carrie Sawyer. Ellie Seymour. Hannah Shaw. Thomas Spreadbury. Sheen Yi Tan. Amelia Walker. Emily Warner. Isabella Warnes. Abigail Welsh. Ava Zygmunt. Communication and Media and Business with a year in industry, Lucy Boyle. Communication and Media and Game Design Studies, Matthew Gwillem Jones. Communication and Media and Popular Music, Sadie Knightley. Chloe Lake Jones. Valerian Mitchell Kotz. Communication and Media with German, Josephine Pollard. Communication and Media with Spanish, Kelly Roberts. Communication and Media with a Year Abroad, Evie Thomas. Communication and Media with a Year in Industry, Fian Foluwa Georgina Adeyemi. Sophia Teresa Burnett Charles. Anna Clifford. Laura Grant. Leanna Isis Haynes. Isabel Lines. Jade Louise McDonough. Brian E. Smith. Communication Studies. Daihan Chun. Shiyu Chun. Shuhan Guo. Jingyan He. Yalan He. Jixia Shu. Jiayue Shu. Kejia Shu. Xinyi Shu. Ximiao Jun. English and Communication Studies. Lucy Smith. Sasha Trainer. English Language and Communication and Media. Millie Godbold. Amy Harrison. Joe Riley. English Literature and Communication and Media. Molly Hewitt. Amy Lorimer. Shreya Shukla. Rachel Tohill. Molly Rose Truman. Film Studies and Communication and Media. Emily Stroman. Film Studies and Communication and Media with a year abroad. Ewan Williamson. Media and Culture. Aaron Dodds. Yanqi Wei. Media, Data and Society. Chi-Yun Chang. Yi-Wen Chun. Yang Kai Huang. Chun Chun Hung. Omar Maki. Guanglian Zhang. Music. Aoife Lauren Cullen. Ollie Daly. Nguyen Song Tu Dao. Thea Hobbs. Matthew Holroyd. Isaac Hunter Thompson. Anna Kyriakides. Jessica Lois Wood. Music and popular music. Sophie Boiling. Ellen Louise Chadwick. Joel Chiverton. Chloe Marie Dewey. Owen Gasson. Rebecca Grant. Monty Havers. Reese Jones. Maria Carteris. Oliver Madeira. Benjamin Matto. Isabella Milne. Tabitha Swallow. Soraya Vergi. Casey Wade. Music and Technology. Francis Adams. Ben Carpenter. Amy Chester. Joseph Greenwood. Ewan Lockwood. Harry Marden. Megan Owens. Joanna Pemberton. Joshua Sherlock. Shoned Catherine Gwyneth Slee. Charles Walder. Connor Wellings. Victoria Reeford. Music and Technology with a year in industry. Max Mullen. Harvey John Silito. George Vinnell. Music with a year in industry. Anya Aisbit. Bethan Jane Nisity. Politics and Communication Studies, Libby Shepherd Andrews. Popular Music, Lily Blackwell. Junchi Chun. James Cochran. Miranda Elenid Colby Brown. Lily Mae Fitzgerald. Aidan Freeman. Lucy Ann Goulding. Yan Hu. Molly Jackson. Dasi Motri. Liu Ling Peng. Beatriz Santos. Arthur Strawn. Sophie Taylor. Grace Whitford. Zachary Woods. Popular Music and Game Design Studies, Daisy Nolan. Screen Industries and Entertainment, Bei-Yi Chun. Sujing Huang. Sidro Li. Qianyan Liu. Yining Ma. Hao Yu Song. Weilin Wang. Lin Xuan Shi. Yujia Shu. Xinchen Yu. And Yitian Zhu. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, I would like to present posthumously to you for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in this university, Music and Technology, Yu Lin Fan. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate and the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, I present to you for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in this university, Game Design, Antonio Barbulescu. Jagrit Bhatia. Lewis Harold Parnell Cook. Dipanshu Dariani. Alexander James De Beer. Matthew Fowler. Oken Thomas Freach. Rachel Hunt. Alice Loughran. Courtney Mead. And Amy Lee Patanotis. Chancellor, I make application to you to confer degrees on those candidates in the faculties of Health and Life Sciences and Humanities and Social Sciences who have not been presented in person, but who have satisfied the examiners and who have indicated that they wish their degrees to be conferred in their absence. I certify that they are worthy to receive their degrees, and I stand as proxy for them.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit to their degrees those presented here in person today and those for whom you stand in proxy. I would like now to invite Anna Maxwell, who has graduated today with a Bachelor of Veterinary Science, to join us on stage to reflect on their student experience.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, friends, family, and fellow students, thank you for inviting me to speak today at this momentous occasion. It is a pleasure to share this day with you all. My name is Anna Maxwell, a graduate of the School of Veterinary Science here at Liverpool. We've all been on quite a journey to get here today. I feel it would be appropriate to go right back to the beginning of our vet school experience, 2020. We all know what that had in store for the world. Getting dropped off at the halls of residence in September, the world was just opening again, but would shut again at any moment, leaving us trapped. However, this time we would be in our new uni rooms in a brand new city. I remember meeting several of you, many of whom I call my best friends now, on organised walks through the city, and then later to be kicked out of pubs at 10 p.m. due to the curfew. Hardly your normal freshers' experience. I often think about that year, and yes, not your normal first-year experience by any means, but I think it made us vet students stick together and build closer friendships, because we were one of the very few courses that still had some in-person teaching, even if that meant we had to wear the double mask and steamed-up visor combination in practicals. When everything opened up again in second and third year, we got to enjoy Liverpool to the full, a very special city to be a student in. We got to know the charms of Smithdown Road or Kensington, roll into 9 a.m. lectures at 9:05, and run to Greg's in the 5-minute break between lectures, only to find out they'd sold out of sausage rolls. We got to experience true student life before the move to Neston for the final 2 years. I'm sure we all have some brilliant stories from rotations to tell, whether that be piling into Jason's party bus for lameness visits, or hand-picking grass for horses on sunny afternoons in our green overalls and blue builder's hats, sharing a close resemblance to Oompa Loompas. We've had a lot of fun along the way, but we didn't come this far to only come this far. Today marks the start of a different journey that we're all undertaking in some shape or form. We'll all likely experience similar emotions, and that's why we must support each other going forward. On behalf of all the students in this room, I'd like to thank all of the vet school staff for their support over the last 5 years. And it has been stressed that this support doesn't stop now that we've graduated. I'd like to give a special thanks to Jeff on Leahurst reception for that reliable smile and good morning every single day. And thank you to all of the friends and family in here and not in here who have listened to and dealt with all of the ups and downs that this course inevitably comes with. But it isn't luck that got us here. It's hard work and dedication to something that we're all passionate about. Thank you for a brilliantly fun and fulfilling 5 years, and I wish each and every one of you the best of luck for your bright futures. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Dr. Tafari, for those wonderful words. Thank you, parents and guardians, for trusting us with your children for the time that they have been here. And class of 2025, thank you for everything that you have done during your time with us at the university. I suppose the last thing is to be said: go out, build a good life, do it with joy. Currently, I think we are done. So I declare this congregation for the conferment of degrees closed.
Graduates and guests, please stand.